This is the first SCP minor group of interest of the night. The Arimura Gumi. A Yakuza organization that handles anomalies. Oh, there's a footnote. Basically, the Japanese mafia. Oh. Thanks. Okay, I also, this is actually the first time we actually get a GOI number to look at. Oh, it goes to a different SCP than the one listed here. Okay. So one I went to is 1220 JP. The one that's listed here is 1266 JP. Okay, so we have two SCPs we can look at instead of just one. That's good. Right, I forgot to get Google Translate because I forgot you need it. Also, just so you both know, I went through hell again.
What? Oh, the
tier list. Yeah, I had to re-put everything back again. Because the new computer wouldn't have it saved. Yeah.
You didn't save it onto like a flash drive and take it over to the new computer?
I don't know if I'm able to do that.
Is it like a local thing on your computer or like a website thing?
It's a website.
Okay. Do you have an account on the website?
Yes, save or download is right. It's
Aaron,
a really big ass button.
in case this needs to be said, anytime you start doing something that's incredibly tedious and takes a shit ton of time, first ask the question of, is there an easier path? Is there an easier option? Because 9 times out of 10, when you ask that question, there is. Take it from someone whose comfort activity is downloading and sorting hentai from Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Patreon, I actually had to put the best of February on my Patreon. Because, you know, I have a new intro and outro now, right?
Yeah.
Channel. Yeah, someone copyrighted the music for my new intro only for that video. All the other videos are fine. But just that one, I can't be monetized and have that music.
I think it's important to note that a lot of this is done by, like, bots.
Mm-hmm.
That auto-detect stuff.
Yeah.
It's unlikely that it was just an individual person doing that.
Alright. So I feel like we should do the one where I click on the GOI number and it goes to this SCP. Alright. Oh boy, the first SCP is a Keter. That's great.
Penis.
Oh my god. That's my joke. Fuck you.
I had it before you did. I was saying that constant. Yeah, fun fact. Before I had aliens as like my occasional verbal tick, I was saying penis constantly in school.
Oh my god.
My close friend got extremely annoyed with it and told me to cut it the fuck out. So I gradually moved away from constantly randomly, like without even thinking about it, saying the word penis over to the word aliens.
I'm laughing at you as well is what this SCP is. Oh boy. Item SCP-1220-JP, Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. 1220-JP is currently uncontained and its occurrence is difficult to predict. Should an occurrence of 1220-JP be reported, a mobile task force is to be dispatched to secure all males present within a 500-meter radius of the affected subject. Semen is to be collected from the secured males and used to attempt to unlock 1220-JP, regardless of the success or failure of this attempt. All secured males are to undergo Class A anesthetization. The search for Tomoko Dejima and 1220-JP-Alpha is to continue indefinitely. Description: 1220-JP is a chastity belt that manifests attached to the general area of a pregnant woman approximately 1 hour prior to childbirth. So 1 hour before they're about to give birth, it attaches to them.
Dude, what the fuck?
While its physical characteristics suggest it is a plastic chastity belt, its exact composition remains unknown due to its anomalous durability. 1220-JP manifests instantaneously and without warning. Furthermore, although no discernible pattern has been identified regarding which pregnant women become targets for 1220-JP, all recorded occurrences have been confined to Japan, with a high concentration of incidents observed in the redacted region of Chiba Prefecture. Due to the difficulty in predicting its manifestation, there have been very few instances where the affected pregnant woman was successfully rescued. Oh. .1220-JP manifests in a locked state. The front of 1220-JP bears an inscription displaying 3,600 seconds remaining. This numerical value counts down via an unknown mechanism. The countdown duration corresponds precisely to the estimated time required for the pregnant woman to complete childbirth.
Wait, hold on. Pause for a sec.
Yeah?
So wait, Jiri, you're managing to use Discord on PC right now?
Yes, because I found an authenticator that will actually work for the PC.
Nice.
So anytime I want to use Discord on the PC, I have to click that link.
Huh.
Damn.
Well, not like Discord in general, but I mean the voice chat.
Ah.
Yeah.
But that is still
Cool.
better than not at all. It works.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Alright. Alright. If 1220-JP is not successfully unlocked before the countdown reaches 0, it will obstruct the natural birthing process, inflicting severe physical trauma upon both the pregnant woman and the newborn infant. As 1220-JP is firmly affixed to the pregnant woman's pelvic region, surgical extraction of the fetus is rendered extremely difficult. The lock on 1220-JP can be opened by applying the semen of a specific male.
What?
What the fuck?
Women aren't semen lockboxes.
I don't know.
What did I just say?
Don't know. This semen was selected at random from among all males present within a radius of approximately 500 meters from the location where 1220-JP manifested.
I don't have enough drugs for this SCP.
It is possible to identify this individual based on physical characteristics alone. Consequently, in most cases, 1220-JP is not unlocked in time. Once unlocked, 1220-JP transforms into a non-anomalous scrap of paper, bearing an inscription, "Congratulations," and the entity itself ceases to exist. Manifestation patterns of 1220 JP remain undiscovered, resulting in numerous casualties among the civilian population. Foundation's Intelligence Division has been investigating information regarding 1220 JP and has succeeded in obtaining a limited amount of data. Please refer to the addendum for more details. Why would you make this?
Treating a pregnant woman like a semen lockbox.
What would a semen? What even? A semen lockbox?
Yes, because you need the semen of a specific person.
To unlock it.
Well, yeah, I get that. It's just like a semen lockbox implies it'd be a lockbox for semen.
Well, in this case, it suggests instead of a key, the semen is the key.
This is just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Addendum 1 discovered video footage. Through video footage instantly acquired by the Foundation's Intelligence Division, a chastity belt believed to be 1220 JP, hereinafter referred to as Alpha, was discovered. This footage consists of an adult video that is not in general circulation. The actresses appearing in it have been identified as private citizens burdened by multiple deaths. Oh. While Alpha exhibits commonalities with 1220 JP, specifically regarding its countdown process and unlocking mechanism, no definitive conclusion has yet been reached as to whether it is the exact same object as 1220 JP, given that its subjects are not pregnant women. The following is a summary of the acquired video footage. Title: Saw New Death. Oh. Content appears to have been filmed as a parody adult video of the Saw film series. Okay, now it's starting to make sense.
So what did they like make like a goofy version of this for their weird kink video, and then it became anomalous?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Maybe. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
The weird anomalous pink saw.
However, the Saw parody elements are present only briefly at the very beginning. From the middle of the video onward, the content focuses primarily on survival scenarios and sexual intercourse scenes. I just realized that a Foundation researcher had to sit down and watch the entirety of a porno.
Oh, come on. You know that there's multiple researchers that had to watch and confirm this
Yeah.
to properly document
This
this
is
shit.
the Foundation. Many had to watch this. I'm sure they felt very uncomfortable each time.
Yeah.
Or they had new thoughts awakening.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 comes down to these group of scientists. It's like, all right, guys, we're gonna need you to watch this video all the way through to hopefully understand this anomaly. Yes, it's the porno, but we need you to watch it.
No, I'm
saying, like, a few of these doctors are probably older, so instead of new feelings, it's probably like these people have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
yeah. And in my mind, I just imagine like a site director is going around and like checking on some researchers' work, and then he noticed one researcher in the corner. There's a fucking porn video on, and he's like, "Dude, what are you doing? I swear this is for work. This is for work. I swear." Hands over this document.
Yeah. The footage begins abruptly without opening credits or titles, within the interior of a windowless room containing 4 young women of... I've not...
That's an outdated term for like Mongol descent.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I should say that word or not.
I'm pretty sure it's commonly considered offensive.
Okay, so I should say Mongol descent.
Yeah.
Women of Mongol descent and two Billy dolls. Audio is emitted from the Billy dolls, providing an explanation of the rules for the game to be conducted within the video. Women are abandoned on an uninhabited island while wearing chastity belts believed to be 1220 JP, hereinafter referred to as Alpha. The women are administered a potent aphrodisiac 3 times daily by the film crew. Jesus! 5 men are present on the uninhabited island. The semen of one of these men possesses the ability to unlock the mechanism of Alpha, while the semen of the remaining 4 men possesses no such ability. An unlocked chastity belt may be exchanged for a ticket to board an escape vessel, as well as a monetary prize. The time limit for this challenge is 592,000 seconds, approximately 1 month. A duration which is inscribed directly onto Alpha. A countdown is initiated via a process identical to that of Roll20 JP. Should a female participant exceed the allotted time limit, a penalty game is executed. Male participants who successfully exceed the time limit without ejaculating are awarded a cash prize. Traps and male-oriented sex toys are periodically airdropped onto the uninhabited island, and female participants are permitted to utilize these items. So randomly, just male-oriented sex toys just get dropped on the island. This is by far,
mean,
huh?
Let me just be entirely clear here. This is a completely like box standard predicament play
Yeah.
setup. I like literally my main thought here is where did they get the funds for this?
I know.
Rather than questioning the actual
Well, the way I
activities.
see it is where there's a horny person, there is a fund.
True. True.
Also, this has to be the most sexual and batshit insane SCP I've ever read on this stream.
Yeah, it's pretty far up there. Like this is kind of just describing like this is like I've literally heard scenarios very similar to this in like actual hentai art.
This is weirder than the SCP that causes women to shed boobs.
Oh no, I
True.
still think that one's a bit odder, but that's more because it's got the body horror element that. Ugh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I consider more horrifying, not like weirder.
Right.
Oh no,
I mean,
it is.
Horrifying.
I guess like I'm just like versed more in like predicament play, so this feels less weird than it is.
Gotcha.
Like I said, like I've seen similar things like this depicted in hentai, like just as a casual kink thing.
That's fair.
I mean, that would make sense, but in this case, for the SCP, what happens to the lady if she doesn't find the right dick?
Well, perhaps a male-oriented sex toys just fall from the sky.
Well, the idea of a penalty game would be something else sexual in nature, probably considered in some way degrading or humiliating so that the person in the predicament wants to avoid it.
Yeah. Alright. Once the explanation of the rules concludes, the footage transitions to scenes set on the uninhabited island. As previously noted, the majority of the footage depicts survival activities on the island. However, whenever a female participant locates a male participant, the scene shifts to a chase sequence. Throughout the footage, male participants were captured on 4 separate occasions. Of these, only one individual succeeded in removing their alpha device. Oh.
Oh no.
This video material was provided by a civilian named Sho Aoda. Mr. Aoda is a collector of adult videos and has also provided the foundation of information pertinent to such media. Mr. Aoda procures adult videos from organized crime syndicates as well. Oh, okay, so the group we're looking at. This.
Okay, so with this being taken out of the realm of, oh, this is just a kinky bit of fun, to this is being done by crime syndicates upon, as was stated, indebted people.
Yeah.
I just
This
One
group.
thing, if people do it for kink fun, that's fine. But when it's this,
yeah. And granted, in a lot of these fantasy scenarios, like the mystique of it being like some flavor of non-con is built up, but in this case, this isn't non-con play. This is the SCP is literally just, oh, a bunch of fucking yakuza decided to start hosting fucking Hunger Games ass sex trials
Yeah.
and predicament play shit. This is
Yeah. So now we know why this group's connected to this SCP. Consequently, in order to safeguard his supply channels, he displays intense wariness towards any and all individuals. For this reason, the process of establishing contact with Mr. Aoda was conducted with extreme caution over a period of approximately 2 years, and formal engagement was initiated only after sufficient report had been established. The following is a transcript of interview conducted at the time of video material was provided. Oh, Hedge, do you want to be Sho Aoda?
oh, I was born for this role.
Testimony log, Sho Aoda, number 1, July 13th, 2018. Begin log.
Let's see. So, Mr. Okay. All right, here's the dub I mentioned. Man, Toki-san, you really know your stuff. You sly old pervert. I'm trying to channel my r/creepy asterisk energy.
Oh, god damn it, Google. See, they accidentally combined this part. They combined that. That's annoying.
Well, okay, we'll just have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Mr. Aoda hands a paper bag to Agent Tokito, hereinafter referred to as Tokito.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm hardly on your level, Mr. Aoda.
Nah.
Voicing an old man.
He's younger. He sounds younger than he actually looks.
Nah, come on, but you're definitely got an eye for quality, Toki-san. This one's a real gem.
Is it really that good?
It is. Even though it's an underground video, it's incredibly well produced. Feels like just a high-budget concept piece from one of the major studios.
Alright, I'm gonna highlight your part. Right here.
I can see my part.
Oh, sorry. Oh, really?
I have eyes.
Now that I'm really looking forward to watching it, what parts of it did you like the most, Mr. Aoda?
Oh, If I start talking about that, it's gonna be a long story. I guess, what is it? It's the sheer intensity of the reverse hunt. You could also call it I'm not gonna say that word, but reverse R word. As time goes on, the women's seriousness shifts, even though they could clear the game just by taking off their chastity belts. Just by taking off their chastity belts. Their objective somehow morphs into attacking the men instead. It's a really entertaining element. I mean, the guys start out running away just for the money, but by the end, they're running away because they're genuinely terrified of the women. The fact that there's a survival segment really makes the whole thing pop. Man, it's practically a documentary.
What? Running away because they're scared of women. Doesn't that kind of kill the mood?
No, 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 no. You'll get it once you see it, Toki-san. The parts where they attack the cameraman are insane. I honestly thought I was watching Biohazard 74 or something. The the previous installment was incredible too. You get to witness this super intense scene where the captive Iki Sao gets violated in turn by every one of the women. It's it's practically a work of art, yeah.
Jesus Christ. The previous installment, there's a prequel to this, and what exactly is an Ikisao?
Oh, it's a series. For an underground video, they actually put a surprising amount of effort into it. The previous one was Saw, Low Game. And one before that was Saw, Sage. So this one makes the third installment. I don't have them on hand right now, but if you're interested, Toki-san, I can make you copies. Oh, and just so you know, Ikisao refers to the guy who holds the keys to the chastity belts. It's only mentioned on the back cover of the first movie's case, though. Well, since it is a parody of Saw after all.
You mean Jigsaw? So I assume this series is pretty popular then. Was there a fourth installment?
Well, I looked pretty hard myself, but I don't think there's a fourth one. Since it's an underground video, maybe it just hasn't surfaced yet, but there's some rumors floating around, something about how they wanted to film it but couldn't anymore.
What do you mean? Now I'm curious.
I could tell you, but that would be a spoiler, so I'd rather not. Just go watch it first. Once you see it, I'll tell you.
Oh, I get the feeling why they can't do it anymore is because the
The,
chastity belt came in an
the,
anomaly.
fu- the fucking chastity belt decided it didn't want to be a part of this production. It was making its own rules.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my god. And yeah, so we have more voice lines.
You actually give me a second and I want to look up something real quick.
Oh, sure.
New window.
Well, I will say this is definitely going in. This group is definitely going in evil.
Well, yeah, it's a Yakuza group. We
Yeah.
probably didn't even need to read any of the articles to come to that conclusion. It's the Yakuza.
Yeah. Though I think they're doing stuff that's way worse than Yakuza.
I mean, the average Yakuza.
Yeah.
This is this is some this is some like freaky SCP version of the shit that goes on in Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember seeing. It's not my cup of tea, but I've seen clips and I know what you mean.
Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. Some of my friends You're surprised I'm not into Chainsaw Man because I do the joke with chainsaws and whatnot, but I'm just not interested.
Let's see. So the best definition for underground pornography I'm finding
Yeah.
is I'm seeing people say it's like amateur stuff, not produced by a studio for profit, or uh stuff that isn't hosted legitimately using requiring to be sought out with extra effort, such as knowing a guy or needing the dark web.
Oh,
Often. If you can't put Yeah, the way that one of these people says is if you can't put the porn you made in Pornhub, then it's probably sus.
yeah.
My studio for profit back in the day. But like the other one is like not produced by a studio for profit. Back in the day, college students would get smashed, grab a camcorder, and record the shenanigans, stuff like that. Be advised, not all parties consented to being recorded. It was almost never a big deal because the videos didn't spread far. But we've become more aware and sensitive of these kinds of issues in the last 20 years, so it's just something to be mindful of.
Gotcha.
So, point being, underground pornography basically implies dubious sourcing, probably involving some more violent and uh let's say not the most vanilla things, and significantly higher likelihood that it was created using uh shall we say unethical means, at
Yeah.
which point it like starts to question whether or not it even actually can reasonably be called pornography, thanks to at the very least the legal definition of pornography.
Yeah.
But that's a whole aside.
Yeah.
Words are fucky.
Yeah. Also,
Anyway,
huh?
I feel the need to ask, Jiri, how are you doing, like, given the subject matter? Are you
Oh
doing all
yeah.
right?
I'm doing fine.
Okay.
Also,
It's not like Yakuza are known for being nice people.
Oh no, I'm just meaning like I know you've
I
got
know,
like
I know.
yeah,
yeah.
Thank you for confirming.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would have said something sooner if my stuff was acting up.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I just got a Steam notification of you playing Played Up.
Oh god damn it. Fuck you, Steam.
Because
Right,
the
just
new
because you said that, I'm
computer.
gonna just because you said that, I'm gonna switch from Played Up to a fucking
Oh,
hentai game.
Play-Doh. I thought you said Play-Doh.
I'm
Yeah.
playing Play-Doh, yeah.
uh, so two things before we continue. One last thing I'll say about Chainsaw Man is I still am adamant it's not my cup of tea, but I do love the Chainsaw Devil. It is so fucking adorable.
Everyone loves Pochita. And if someone says they don't love Pochita, they're bad and wrong.
Yeah. Uh, Also, too, do we actually have to look at the other SCP to make where to put this group?
I'm getting the vibe that we're not gonna need to. Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna uh Jerry, are you aware of like Chainsaw Man as a series and like stuff?
Yes. I've also heard about how the main character is often victimized by women, and it was designed that way.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the series is pretty heavily based on commenting on like power dynamics and how people in power use
Yeah.
said thing. But my main reason for asking is, are you aware of Pochita?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That way I don't need to post images to introduce
You
you
do
to the
not need
wonders that is
to.
Pochita.
Yeah.
I'm not interested anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a good series if you can get into it, though.
Yeah.
Eh,
I can't.
Yeah. And it's fine if you're not
Yeah.
able to. Anyway.
Testimonial record show AOTA number 2, July 14th, 2018. Start.
So, how was it? That video?
It was wild. Wasn't it night raid scene just way too scary?
Right? And get this. Isn't it just great how those same terrified girls end up writhing in ecstasy after being drugged? Plus, even the mechanical intercourse they had to do as a penalty game, which would normally be pure torture, didn't seem to bother them that much. It's a nice touch, don't you think?
Jesus Christ.
Again, like if we were talking about like some like properly made kink play stuff, this is like completely fine. And then but instead it's very fucked.
Yeah. I, I totally get that. I guess those kinds of drugs really are powerful.
Hmm. Well, I hear real aphrodisiacs are incredibly potent, but the Ministry of Health, Labor, Welfare is currently designating them as highly toxic substances, so it's hard to say if what they used was the real deal or not. Then again, this is an underground video. The people producing them are probably pretty shady characters, so it could be the real thing. Or since it is AV, it might just be acting.
Oh, God. Ah, I see. By the way, regarding that rumor you mentioned yesterday, what did it turn out to be? I'm really curious about it.
Oh, that. If you watch the video, you probably remember the ending when Tomiko-chan 5 finally caught Ikisao, right?
Right, that was the climax.
Well, apparently their birth control failed during that scene, and she ended up getting pregnant. On top of that, it turns out the guy playing Ikisao in that particular video was actually the director of the photography himself. I heard that the whole situation is the reason they can't produce a sequel.
Oh, God.
Hmm.
I'm guessing this is how the anomaly got created.
In some way, yeah. What it's sounding like.
What? What do they usually do in a situation like that? Do they just have an abortion? Or, wait. Is that really enough to quickly halt production on a sequel? Did things get messy between them?
I imagine things got pretty messy. Tell me, Toki-san, what kind of girls do you think end up appearing in these kinds of underground videos?
Hmm. The first thing that comes to mind is girls who are in debt. And probably owing a massive amount, too.
Yeah, that's about right. I suspect Tomiko was probably that kind of girl, too. I heard she didn't tell anyone she was pregnant until 4 months had passed.
In that case, it would be too late to have an abortion. Ah, I see.
The father was the cinematographer, the guy playing the role of Ikisao. Since they were able to use that kind of drug during the shoot, the cinematographer must have been a Yakuza himself, or at least someone with deep connections to that crowd. But the logic is that once a child is on the way, they can't exactly go after you with those outrageous debt collection tactics anymore. If the rumors are true, Tomiko is one smart cookie.
Though this might be a layman's way of thinking. Is he really was the Yakuza type? Wouldn't it just be as simple as saying, let's just kill her? Or forcing her to have an abortion?
Eh, who knows? I certainly don't know what happened after that point. But if the guy was a high-ranking boss, he might have stood a chance. And even if he was just a small-time thug, he could at least take him down with her. She could at least take him down with her. Anyway, that's just the rumor going around.
End log. Subsequently, Mr. Ayoda provided video materials titled Saw, Low Game, and Saw Sage. Mr. Ayoda has been registered in Foundation's database as a civilian collaborator. Addendum 2. Identification of key persons of interest. Based on video materials provided by Mr. Ayoda, the cinematographer credited in the footage, Go Takayama, has been identified. Takayama is a former member of GOI A102, the Arimura Gumi. Yep.
Yeah.
A direct affiliate of the designated organized crime syndicate, the Toei Kai, who was officially declared a missing person in 2017. In connection with the above, we have also successfully identified the woman who engaged in sexual intercourse with Takayama in the video footage, Tomoko Lijima. Miss Lijima is a resident in Chiba Prefecture who carries a debt of approximately 8 million yen owed to a financial firm operated by the Arimura Gumi. Like Takayama, she was officially declared a missing person in 2017. It has been established that on October 3rd, 2010, a 110 emergency call was placed to the police from the mobile phone registered to Takayama. As the call was brief, it was disconnected by Takayama, and because the device in question lacked a mobile GPS tracking feature, the police were unable to successfully pinpoint the source of the transmission. The police launched an investigation into the matter, treating it as a potential criminal case, but ultimately yielded no results. Presented below is audio recording of the emergency call provided by a police insider. This recording has been lightly edited for readability. Okay. So, does anyone want to be the operator or the person being killed?
Let's
Uh,
see. Takayama is the. Trying to think. Takayama is the Yakuza guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can be Takayama.
Do you want a voice line, Jerry?
I'll be the operator,
Alright.
but I'll sound like an asshole.
Fair. Audio log 1220-1, October 3rd, 2010. Start.
110 emergency police. Is this a crime or an accident?
It's a crime. Help me! I'm being attacked.
What is your location?
Sounds of something being struck violently.
Location? I don't know. Can't you guys trace the call or something?
Are there any landmarks, buildings, or signs nearby?
I said I don't know. I've barricaded myself in a restroom right now, and he's right there on the other side of the door.
A woman screamed, followed by the sound of something being struck violently.
Wait, are we sure that Takayama is the guy?
Yeah, Takayama's the dude.
Uh,
Yeah, Miss Lijima.
okay, yeah, okay. Okay, just wanted to double check. Okay.
Jerry?
Can you describe the perpetrator?
I don't know that either. He was just shouting one moment and then suddenly he just snapped. Sound of a wooden object being smashed. Okay, oh, sorry.
It's fine. You already read it.
Wait, help me, stop it! Hey, please stop! Help me! He's gonna kill me! He's gonna kill me!
Audio gradually fades into the distance. Sounds of commotion and Takayama screaming.
Hello? Are you all right? Hello?
Female audio at an unintelligible volume.
I'm guessing female is the attacker.
Yeah.
No, I think
Oh.
I'm guessing that female might be the lady.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
that was like victimized by this, like the pregnant gal,
Oh,
the pregnant gal.
that makes sense. Hello? Who is this? What happened to the person who was speaking just a moment ago?
Sound of water. Trying assessed to be that of a newborn. Call disconnected. End.
Ugh.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Please tell me there's some more.
There's a tiny bit more.
Okay, there's a little bit more. Okay, please elucidate what the fuck happened there.
Watch they don't.
it might be that they needed to unlock the belt so the baby could be born.
The, she got the
Well, yeah,
belt
but
off.
like yeah, like this is well after the filming, and this guy was like talking about there being another like an attacker, and like he specifically used like he him pronouns. So I assume that like there was a third.
Oh,
I think there's a third party here, basically.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Alright. Through audio analysis conducted by the Foundation's Intelligence Division, combined with the investigation into Takayama's movements, the origin of the anomalous tip-off has been successfully identified. The location is a residential property situated in mountainous region of Chiba Prefecture. It is currently classified as an abandoned house left unmanaged following the death of its owner. The residence features a basement, the interior characteristics of which bear a striking resemblance to the room where the introductory rules explanation took place and the video footage that designated Saw New Death. The following items were recovered from the basement, providing evidence that Takayama had stayed at this residence and indicated traces of Tomoko Lijima having been held captive there.
Oh,
Alright, so here's the items. A small portable generator. Decomposed food items inferred to be the Sukiya pork rice bowls, based on the containers and contents. A toilet door bearing signs of a violent rupture. A restraint chair manufactured by Redacted Corporation. A pair of severed handcuffs. Bodily fluids containing genetic material matching that of Go Takayama. Bodily fluids containing genetic material matching that of Tomoko Lijima. Several photographs described below. Among the photographs recovered from this basement, several depict a blindfolded woman presumed to be Tomoko Lijima, strapped to her shrink chair with Alpha affixed to her. Mr. Aoda has testified that the photographs of this nature were circulated and sold within certain underground circles around the year 2010. Objects presumed to be the remains of multiple individuals were discovered clogging the drainage pipe of the basement's toilet. Genetic analysis subsequently confirmed that these remains consisted of Go Takayama along with two newborns believed to be biological children of Go Takayama and Tomoko Lijima. The current whereabouts of Tomoko Lijima who is presumed to have been held captive in the basement, and of Dash A, which is presumed to have been successfully unlocked, remains unknown.
oh no.
What if 1220-JP and Ullman combined?
What?
And that's why there's a letter that says congratulations at the end. I don't know. I'm just basing it. I don't know.
Aaron, are you on drugs?
I don't know. This has to be as weird as it is. So do we actually have to look at 1266
I
or
think the congratulations meant she unlocked it.
I was talking about like the victims of the anomaly.
The anomaly proper.
Yeah. Not this person, sadly. Also, it looks like she had twins, or she was impregnated twice.
I'd assume it was because twins.
Yeah. So this SCP is really fucked up and depressing.
Yeah.
So I think we're good to rate the group. I don't think we need to see 1266 JP.
We probably don't. The biggest thing in my mind
Mhm.
is trying to figure out where a Yakuza group would go in like the lawful, neutral, or chaotic
I'm,
rankings.
I'm thinking probably more
Well,
lawful, because isn't like Yakuza more structuralized and everything?
yeah,
That
they
was
may
my
have
first
things
thought.
that are against the law, but they have their own rules that you need to follow in the
Yeah,
Yakuza, and
it's
it's very well worded.
So I
yeah.
would guess lawful
It's
evil.
I mean, yeah, it's basically just the Japanese version of mafias. So yeah, yeah, lawful evil.